Coucou YouTube! My name is Kiko and I am a model living in Paris and I am originally from Tokyo, Japan. I have been living in Paris for about 6 years now. I also lived in Berlin, Germany before. I also lived in Vancouver, Canada. But today I wanted to come to YouTube because I just met my friend and we're having coffee in a cafe in Paris and I got so inspired to make a video right away. I think that when it comes to dating in France, I feel like there are not enough videos about it. Yeah, I feel like I want to just share my experience, and I'm sorry if I sound a little bit sick because I have a little bit of a cold, but I'm okay, I'm recovering from it. I just wanted to let you know. So today we are talking about things I wish I knew before dating French men. To be inclusive, which is important. This can also imply to LGBTQ plus communities, I imagine, because it's almost like a cultural difference in dating, I think. So yes, no matter what your sexuality is, I hope you can keep listening. To start off, by the way, I think I should share where I am at in my dating life. So basically, I do have a boyfriend now. He is French and we've been dating for not too long, let's say. Now I'm really happy, like I feel like I'm in a healthy and happy relationship and that is secure, that is healthy. I just feel grateful to have this person in my life and a partner and that I can trust, and yeah. So, but before, it was not like this, as you can imagine. I'm making this video. Things I wish I knew. Wow, you know what, I think the first thing has to be that French people, French guys, don't ask you out. And by the way, I come from a country where this confession, asking you out, is a big thing. I'm sure if you're from the States or from England, I had an ex-boyfriend who was English and he also asked me out before we got into our relationship. I always knew this about French people, that they don't ask you out. Basically, when I say this, like, they don't ask you to be their girlfriend or something like this. Like, they just like keep going, and then like maybe like I don't know, like after 2 or 3 weeks or 2 months, I don't know. But it's quite quick also. I don't know, maybe talk to like a third party that like, oh yeah, you're my girlfriend or something, you know. And that's when you know that you guys are in a relationship. Or maybe like the moment, a lot of French people say like the moment you kiss, especially if you guys are dating exclusively, that's when you guys are like committed to each other, which means you guys are in a relationship, which I find super fascinating. I mean, now I'm used to it, I know how it works, but honestly, when I first came to France, like, I was shocked because I was introduced to I guess like this French boy's family and as a girlfriend, but I didn't know that I was his girlfriend. And yeah, it's for me like I wish I knew a little bit earlier that this culture is really real and that French people don't ask you out. They will never ever ask you, will you be my girlfriend? No. Ça marche pas comme ça. It doesn't work like this in France. Like, you just keep seeing this person, and also one person at a time, which probably brings to the next point or next thing that I wish I knew before dating Frenchmen. You see one person at once, which is also fascinating, because how do you know from the beginning, like from the moment you met someone, that you only want to see this person? Like, wow, this is so crazy. Like, so you guys go on a second date and like with the intention of being in a couple already, and third date, fourth date, if things go well, then like just keep going, you know. And but I don't know, I lived in Canada, I also went to like American university, and I know that in the States, for example, you can see multiple people at one time, and until you decide to commit to someone, It's exactly the same in Japan. Of course, you should always communicate about who you are seeing or how many people you're seeing. Maybe you don't have to be like sharing everything, you know, because that lacks emotional intelligence, I feel like. Personally, I don't know where I stand, you know. I think I prefer the French way, but I think I can also see, okay, like more than one person, but not like multiple, because it will get very confusing. I think I would personally forget what I shared with who, you know. Another thing I wish I knew before dating Frenchman, it's gotta be the fact that they love spending time with family and friends. Sometimes they're more important than you, I think, which you might have already heard somewhere. I'm sure I'm not the first person to tell you this. For example, when I'm with my boyfriend, by the way, we don't live together, so every time we see each other, we try to, of course, make the most out of it, and quality time is quite important. But of course, like if he gets calls with his family or friends, like he picks them up and then like, which is fine, but sometimes it's quite long. But I know that it's important for him actually, like to stay in touch with family and be close to friends. I am much more independent, in a good way and in a not so good way sometimes, but I just am who I am, and I also understand his needs. So, but yeah, I think like I wish I knew a little bit earlier, I don't know, or just something to share with you guys, that they do value family and friends time a lot, and so you shouldn't take it personal at all. It has nothing to do with you. No matter how much they love you, like they will do this. I think, which I'm in the process of learning to understand, learning to accept, learning to even love that for him, because the more love we have, the more beautiful life gets, honestly. So yeah, but yeah, don't ever take it personal. Another thing I wish I knew before dating Frenchman, I think it's gonna be the fact that they eat a lot of cheese and a lot of dairy products. Even if you're vegan, like I know that they will always look for vegan alternatives. I'm wondering if this was in Japan, like the alternative would be rice or something for Japanese people. Like, because okay, it's quite hard not to eat rice like for every meal, like even though they started eating more Western food and you don't eat rice every day. No, cheese is popular everywhere, but France is like definitely another level, and yeah, actually like you get used to it, it's fine. But I'm sure like when I first met my first French boyfriend, like I was shocked like how many kinds of cheese he had. He even had a book about like hundreds of cheese all over France, and yeah, I find it so fascinating actually. But yeah, I mean, like I also come from like I guess food oriented country, I would say. So I can understand how important this is to French people. Another thing I wish I knew before Frenchman, I think they're so good at expressing their feelings and emotions, of course depending on the person. I think my boyfriend is very good at like describing his emotions and feelings in a very beautiful way. His French is very beautiful. They're also very honest with how they feel, so they can be direct, but they are not lying when they say what they mean, what they feel, because they are the type of creatures that cannot lie. And it's funny because I'm Japanese, but I'm also like this a little bit, because I just don't like to lie. I know that when I lie, like I will keep feeling guilty inside me, so I don't like to say things that I don't mean. and I say things only when I mean it. When they say something, they really mean it. Another thing I wish I knew before dating French men is that it takes quite a bit of time until you hear I love you, je t'aime. And I feel like I love you in English is so much lighter than je t'aime, because t'aime is apparently, according to my French friend, it's like a commitment to someone, to your partner, that no matter what happens, I will be with you. And it's kind of like a commitment to one person. In English, you can say like I love you to friends, I love you to everyone, but you're not gonna certainly say je t'aime to your friends and je t'aime to your family. You can say je t'aime beaucoup in a more casual way, but I love you, je t'aime, is a very, very heavy word in French that it takes a lot of time. It should take a lot of time for a French person to say, but this was definitely something I wish I knew before dating Frenchmen, because this way you don't take it personal, you know, just because your boyfriend, the person you're seeing, like doesn't say je t'aime, that doesn't mean they don't care about you. No, not at all. Like it's just it's such a big commitment for them that they are taking their time, or I don't know, they're also like seeing how things are going with you. You don't have to take it personal at all. So there are so many things I want to share, I would love to share still regarding Frenchmen with you guys, but last but not least, I will have to share this one with you guys. So it's the fact that they are very good in bed, and especially you are dating someone, dating a Frenchman that you can trust and that you can be vulnerable with, and you can be yourself around. In general, I can say that they are pretty good in bed. It's because they care about your pleasure, which is like really, really wonderful. Yeah, it's good that sex is for both people, not just for men, but like it's for both genders, and that's just such a wonderful thing. And I want every nation to do this. And yeah, and when you're happy in bed, of course, like it builds more emotional connection, it builds more trust, I already said that, but you get my point. And normally they are pretty good in bed, and you will be taken care of, and hopefully that's the case for everyone. So the last thing I wish I knew before dating Frenchmen was that they are very, very good in bed. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was quite spontaneous. I just did not plan to make this video when I woke up this morning, but I love that about life, because I think every time you see someone, you get inspired and you just have new ideas, and you just have to take action. And I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I would love to like keep sharing about my life, and I have so many things I can share about my lifestyle, my modeling, all these topics that I'm very, very passionate about. And yes, I would love to keep using my voice for positive change as well. So if you like this video, please subscribe or like this video, and also feel free to connect with me on social media. My Instagram, it's Kiko Hirakawa. It's the same name as my YouTube channel, so please feel free to connect with me and ask me some questions. And otherwise, I wish you guys a very wonderful evening, and thank you so much again for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.